And we're live.
Hey everybody.
What's going on? Music and Mascara live stream.
Unexpected.
Unexpected live
Ooh,
stream.
surprise.
So, for those of you that not met us, we have this cool thing that tells you who we are.
Tells us who we are.
Yeah. Now we know who we are.
Yes.
Dylan and Leslie from Music and Mascara. I hope everybody is having a great week.
Mm-hmm.
We always have live streams. When I say always, I mean we will have our third one this coming Sunday at 9:30 Eastern time. Oh, I even have one of those things for that. Oops, double clicked it. That's normal. So today's not normal. However, we're going to talk to you about what we're going to try to make our new normal.
Mm-hmm.
We've had this YouTube channel for
Years.
Yeah, 4 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I love making YouTube videos and I love creating content, but we've had a really hard time, or I personally have had a really hard time trying to figure out what we're doing with this particular channel. My other YouTube channel, Dylan Talks Tone, that's easy. We know what that's about. That's all guitar stuff. Makes sense. We wanted to share our travels, some how-tos, tips and tricks about motorhome stuff, about working remotely because we both still work. So it took a long time to kind of figure that out. And if you'll recall, at the beginning of this month, if you've followed our channel at all lately, at the beginning of this month, I said I was going to make a video every day this month. That has not happened for two reasons. One is the point of doing that wasn't to make a video every day. It was to, I don't know, like figure out, like force myself to figure out what I wanted to do with this channel, number one. And number two, it's not sustainable. Like vlogging every day, the people that vlog every day, I have got to give them props because it's so hard. Editing video for 4 hours every night after having a camera on all day long and managing that much footage. And I mean, those people that do that like regularly, it's crazy. So what has happened is this whole routine that we've been working on this month has really inspired us to come up with an actual sustainable program to share with you the content that we want to make.
So it was productive. I think
absolutely.
The point of committing to the video a day, whether that was worded wrong or not, was to try to find the vision for this channel and the inspiration to feel motivated to do it. Like you have to feel like you're headed in a direction so that you can do the thing. And
it has inspired me to shoot
also
every day.
Be on the same page because in the past this has evolved and it probably will evolve again, and sometimes we're even on different pages into where we see it headed. And I think we are like super locked in now. Like we have the same vision, we have the same plan, to the point the reason we're bringing you this impromptu live is because I'm going to talk to you about it, and Thursday was one of our goals and we were like, well, let's not skip Thursday. So it was just a great time to be able to intro this to you, to let you know what to expect, just so that the expectation is there. We know from Dylan Talks Tone that consistency really helps YouTube, our viewers and YouTube algorithm in general. So that was something we wanted to establish, but we wanted you to know what to expect.
Yeah, and I think it's just it's also not just for the YouTube algorithm, but for you as viewers who may be interested in what we're doing, to be able to expect it too, because that's a huge thing. And I think the quality of the content's going to go up now that we know how we're going to dispense it. And also I don't know, I think it's not only sustainable, but I'm really inspired now, like super inspired to share it. So anyway, so Leslie's going to tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah, so each week you can expect 4 things from us. So we're going to walk through those 4 things. One, there will be a candid, unedited video that we do for Patreon. That is something I'm really passionate about, just being vulnerable and open and being able to share our current location, what's happening right now, where we're headed, that real-time information that some people want. We're going to keep that on Patreon for them, and that's no extra work for him because it's going to be unedited. We're just going to put lav mics on, throw a camera up, and just make it real candid and vulnerable for all the people over on Patreon.
And do we know when that's going to happen?
We said we weren't going to commit to a day.
Okay.
If you want an expectation right now, I think that...
Either Friday night or Saturday morning.
Yes, for the current schedule that we're on.
So we travel typically on Saturdays, and we thought when we got up on Saturday morning and we started to get ready to go, for example, this Saturday, we're moving locations. So while we're getting ready to go, we thought we would put together a quick thing and chuck it up on Patreon, or maybe Friday night. It just depends. It kind of depends on how fast the internet is. If we can upload it really quick, maybe we'll do it on Saturday. If the internet's kind of slow, we'll probably do it on Friday night so you have it by Saturday. Anyway, end of the week. Hey, this is where we're leaving. This is where we're about to go. Kind of give you a rundown of what we did this week, etc., etc. Yep. Super chill. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes, just super. And that'll be over on Patreon.
Yep.
Almost live. It won't be a live thing, but we kind of treat it like that when we record it.
And so what that gives Dylan for production is a full week. So right now, as we're moving, we're staying in a place a week. It'll give him the full week that we're in a location to have all of that footage so that he can create the video. So then that video will be pre-released on Patreon. So that's 2. 3, then that video will premiere right here on YouTube, and we'll be here watching with you. It'll be a premiere. So when you see us on YouTube, it'll be a live on Sunday night, or it'll be a premiere on Thursday. We will be here for you to interact, ask questions, etc. And we will get to your questions today.
Yeah,
also.
We see these over here, and we are going to get to them in just a second.
And then, of course, 4th is that Sunday Night Live at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We've explained that before. The reason it's a little bit late is because we wanted to have a consistent time. Dylan has a class that he teaches every 4th, and if there's a 5th Sunday, and we didn't want that to interfere or have to change the time when that hit the schedule. So we're just going to commit to doing it that later in the evening, which also helps other people, other countries, and our West Coast watchers as well. So, as a reminder, let's talk about dates. You mentioned that earlier.
Yep.
So today, it's 10:15. We're doing this live on a Thursday. So what can you expect? That Patreon-only candid video. I'm estimating that we'll probably do it on October 17th, which is Saturday. We'll probably do it that morning.
Yep.
So that's what to expect on Patreon. Saturday morning. And then Dylan gets to start working on that video from this same week that we've just completed by Saturday. So that Patreon pre-release of that video will happen next Thursday, October 22nd. And then the YouTube release of that video as a premiere will happen the next week on 10/29. So YouTube's going to be running a good 2 weeks behind, so that gives him the production time he needs, gives it time to be pre-released on Patreon, and then it will be released to YouTube.
Right. So by the time YouTube sees everything that we're doing, like the public, everybody else, we will have already been gone for 2 weeks, basically. The videos are going to come out, and the other reason we want to do this is it's easier on our viewers. So we have that Thursday night at 5 o'clock Eastern time live stream on my Dylan Talks Tone channel, and then I will watch the premiere with you on this channel right after that at 6 o'clock Eastern time. That's the way we're going to do that.
So it makes it easier on you. You have some consistency. Also makes it easier on us for what days we're committed to this content, and we know we won't have to change it or switch it up because we already have commitments on those days too. We're just going to crunch them up together so that we can take care of those things.
Yeah, because we know that a lot of people from the guitar channel are coming over. There's no point in adding more in days and more stuff. Like, let's kind of bunch it up. And we know that some of the newer viewers that don't know us from anywhere or just meeting us on YouTube, we want to be consistent for them as well. So anyway, the long and the short of it is, you're going to have a new video on Thursdays at 6 o'clock Eastern time every week.
And this week coming up, so here we are live this Thursday. Next Thursday, he's going to create a bonus video so that we don't skip a Thursday. So there'll be a bonus episode next Thursday, and then we'll start that routine that I just explained to you. So next Thursday, premiere on Patreon and a YouTube video. That's a little bit of a bonus so that we can then start the cycle.
I'm liking some stuff I'm seeing over here.
So
we'll get to it in a minute.
Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
So just to simplify all that again, live on Sunday, new video on Thursday.
Yep.
And what you see on Thursday has already been released a week earlier on Patreon. That's it.
So if you really want to know where we're at, or you really want your questions answered and you want that priority and that interaction directly with us, that's what Patreon is for.
Yep. And we're not making Patreon all super confusing either.
No.
It's super easy and it's cheap. So just FYI, we wanted to make it super accessible for everybody.
Yeah,
like
and this has been one of those weeks that we've been really vulnerable with all of our followers across channels, because people keep asking how they can support us. So Patreon is one of those ways, but if you can't support Patreon, just watching these videos helps. Doing the little thumbs up, subscribing, hitting the bell, sharing them. And then, of course, if you see us share any links, there are typically links in every description that we share. Clicking that link gets you on Amazon, and then whatever you shop on Amazon helps us out just a little bit. You don't even have to buy what we're sharing, but it doesn't cost you anything. So there are some simple and free ways, to help us out as well. So we do appreciate y'all.
Yeah, very much so. The Amazon thing really does help, and watching and sharing the videos too, man. That's the biggest thing. Sharing them as well, because obviously, as you can see, this channel is in a big time growing phase, and so we do appreciate the interacting and commenting. And what we really would love is for you to comment or ask a question on every video that you watch, because we're going to use those in a lot of our live content. So we want that interaction. We love doing that. Yep. We were just explaining that on my other channel, how fun that is to have that interaction back and forth. We love that. So speaking of that, we got a bunch of questions stacking up over here.
Yep.
So let's get to them. So we'll just do a little, let's see. Robert McDowell says, Leslie, did you buy that flannel blue shirt of Dylan's? If you did, where did you get it? I love the color.
You want me to start?
Yes.
I don't pick out Dylan's clothes. We do not have the same taste. We typically don't like the same things. Him liking flannel is new news to me. But we've been in some colder places and
like now.
Much needed. So he picks out his shirts. I think we did kind of chat about the colors because I liked this one better than some old man plaid that he liked. So maybe I did put some input in, but he definitely found the shirts. But where did this one come from?
Bass Pro Shops.
That's what I thought. They were on sale for
It was
like
$10. Yeah, it was cheap, so we got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michael McCoy said he got...
Say that word. Say it.
He said he got the newfangled recipe from you for the old fashioned. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what the donuts means.
I don't either.
There are so many different content varieties and show types. You guys will find out what everyone enjoys. Yeah, that's it. And what we have fun making too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's what I'm super excited about with this channel. So the guitar channel, people that come over from the guitar channel, what my content is over there, and it's fairly consistent. And over the years, I don't want to say it repeats itself, but there is a range of knowledge about guitar stuff. So it is kind of, where this is all about us going and finding new things, experiencing new stuff, seeing new places, And the motorhome thing is totally new to us. So I'm really like creatively inspired by it because we're making new content that we've never made before every week, which is really, really fun. And actually, it's making my guitar channel better too, because I'm rediscovering things over there, which is really kind of fun.
Yeah. So for any of you who have creative brain, you know how that works. Once you're inspired in a lot of different ways,
Yep.
and that's cool.
Yeah. So I think all of our content on both channels, everything's going up because of all of this. Michael McCoy wants to know where we are.
I think we just explained that. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you. You can find out. You'll be able to know.
Yeah, because this is new and we've probably slipped up.
Yeah, exactly.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Can Dylan do a whiskey and food from that area?
Oh, that sounds expensive.
That does sound expensive.
We are in Kentucky, though. How come we haven't got Kentucky bourbon? Isn't that the thing?
It is the thing. And maybe we should look into that before we leave. Except we're leaving in like 10 miles because we're barely in Kentucky. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I'll look into it.
Be a rainy night venture.
Next week, we'll be in a state that will be cool to have some of that. So I will work on that as well. I can't track you guys down on Patreon from this channel. I shared a link, patreon.com/musicandmascara.
Yep.
Super easy to
and
find.
And there should be one in the description too. You might not can see it while we're live though.
Wait, what is this newfangled old-fashioned? I don't know if I can find it really fast.
Why not?
Let me see. I did a video on this.
Yep.
On this channel.
Yep.
So let me see if I can find it super quick, and I'll share the link. To the video of how we made that old fashioned.
It doesn't.
It doesn't filter by my channel.
You're gonna have to go to your videos.
I know. I was just gonna see. Let's see. I'll find it really quick. Talk about something for a second, will I?
Is there another question I can answer while you're doing that?
Maybe.
You hit them. Nope.
Nope, there isn't.
All right. Well, you just have to wait.
Yep. Give me 1 second, and I'll find.
So, does anybody have any questions about the format? Was that confusing? Does that make sense?
Does it? Yeah.
Is that consistent enough for everyone? He just found the link, so I don't have to stall very long.
Yep. Okay.
I know you're glad.
Here you go. Here's the link to the video about the old fashioned. With all the whiskey and bourbon talk, do you have a good hangover cure? You know, I don't drink a lot.
People think he does.
People think I do because I enjoy it when I do. And I also, so here's the thing about drinking for me. I view it like coffee or wine or anything like that where I do not drink to drink. I drink because there is a taste of something I want to try. It's like it's foodie. It's like being a foodie but with alcohol to me. So I have, I've got stuff in the liquor cabinet that I've had for months and months and months because I just, when I have a taste for that one little thing, I have one little short glass and that's it. Like I like it because I like to explore the hobby, not so much to drink. I'm not a big drinker at all. Yeah. Never have been since I was young, actually. Even when I was turned 21, you know what I mean?
I've never been drunk in my life. But a good hangover cure is just to be hydrated. And we really like Liquid IV if you want to check that one out.
Oh, Liquid IV is killer.
You should grab a link for that.
I will. Somebody wants to know what guitar and amp I use.
I think there was a question before that.
We did a video on that for the other channel. And I actually have a new video coming out soon about another amp that I have. I don't know if this is the flavor. Oh, this will work, yeah.
Oh, that's the best one. We can't find it, though. This is the best flavor.
This is the best hydration stuff. I'm going to leave a link for you right now. Let's see.
So what was your amp? Did you answer that?
Yeah, I'm playing the Positive Grid Spark right now. And I'm playing a Kemper Stage. But I'm kind of messing around with that combination right now. What guitars are you choosing to travel and why? Actually, the guitars that we're giving away on our channel. So typically anymore, I have guitars that I own that I love, but I don't take them with me. Those ones are home, kind of in storage, and then we have 2 guitars under the bed right now, 3 guitars under the bed right now. One is a customer's guitar that I'm building for him, and then the other 2 are guitars that I either bought with Patreon funds, or one was given to me so that we could build it and make it into something that we give away when we hit 50,000 subscribers on the other channel. So once those guitars go away, then I'll buy another project guitar, build it, and give it away too.
Yeah, so it just depends on where we're at in the process of
Exactly.
all that. Question before that, who made the Music and Mascara logo? So that was actually kind of a combination effort of a couple of our friends, and we've had that logo probably since 2016 when we got started. We got it very early on. I was very much into branding even then. And the reason, just a bonus information, the reason we've kept this branding is because this is what we are most recognized for, even locally. When people see us, they were like, oh, Music and Mascara, and the branding worked, and we love it, and we love this logo. I don't know if you noticed, but it is Music and Mascara, so it's eyelashes, and then the eyelashes are a fretboard. So
yeah,
we really liked it, and we just wanted to keep it because if that's what people think of us and that branding worked, then we wanted to keep it.
In Georgia, we'll walk into a restaurant or a bar and people will like scream it from across the... It's kind of funny. It's weird, but it's funny. Or yeah, see us on the street or whatever. That's at least in Georgia anyway. They know us for that.
Can you add that to mixed drinks? I'm sure you could. It actually has a very subtle flavor. I mean, anything with a little bit of flavor is always good with vodka to me. Just add vodka.
Exactly. So, well, anyway, I think,
Awesome.
yeah, this is awesome. We didn't want to take too much of your time tonight, but we wanted to share that. Just expect content on Patreon twice a week, and expect content on YouTube twice a week. I guess that's all you really need to know.
Yep.
And as long as you subscribe and hit the little bell, you'll get the notifications for that stuff. If you're over on Patreon, you'll even know more. One of the things I've been doing is even our still photos, because I've been really taking a lot of still photos and a bunch of drone photography. I got a new video coming out pretty soon because I changed drones, so I got a new one. And actually, I think that's what next.
That's the bonus
video that's coming out next Thursday. It's going to be a drone video. So I've been doing a bunch of that stuff. So we've been sharing a lot of the stills and stuff, and even a lot of that over on Patreon already. If you go over there right now, you'll know where we are, because I've been posting a bunch of pictures of where we are. So I think you'll dig it. It's really cool. This has been a lot of fun to come up with this kind of sustainable and fun content schedule, and we just want to share it with you.
It looks like Gary might have just joined, and Gary, if you're still watching, I really appreciate that.
Thanks, Gary. Really, you might be number 1.
You might be.
Is he
starting over?
Let's check it out, because we actually are starting over from scratch with Patreon.
Yes.
And everything. Oh, hang on. I gotta see before we let you go.
Yeah.
This is cool. I do appreciate this a lot.
This is worth the time.
Yep.
And again, so use that, ask your questions, connect with us. That is where we're going to be. Super exciting.
Awesome. Yes, we do. You're the first one. Thanks.
And now you know where we're at.
Congrats, where we're at.
Gary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, and so, and the other
More
thing
to
is,
come.
it motivates us to make sure that we're giving you value over there. So it makes me want to like post a bunch of pictures now that you just did that. So thanks for hanging out. We appreciate all of your time and everybody hanging out with us all the time. This is so much fun. And I hope you all have a good evening. If you have any questions, put it in the comments of this video, and we'll get to them on Sunday. If you join us over on Patreon, we'll say hello to you over there as well.